Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Unbound. So yes, I'm back with another episode which is sine and cosine function values. So without any delay, let's get started. So first, what is the sine and cosine function values? We know ratios, right? So likewise, so sine and cosine or functions which takes input as angles and it will give the outputs as the ratios, right? So basically it relates an angle to the ratios of the sides of right angle triangle, or we can say it relates coordinates on the unit circle, right? So basically theta is sine theta equal to, if you got one, theta is your input angle and one is the output. So, and one more thing, your sine and cosine as they are under the unit circle, so maximum it reach +1, minimum it go -1, that's it. So not beyond that 4, -4, these kind of things are not possible. We should keep this in mind. Right? Now, let's get into the concepts. Multiples of pi by 4. So we are going to find, like what is sine pi by 4 if they ask you, what should I give the ratio? Right? So we are going to learn that. Multiples of pi by 4 first. So take a unit circle and make an angle pi by 4. It will exactly mark half of the quadrant. Correct? So I'm taking in the first quadrant, pi by 4. Pi by 4 in the sense, in degree, it's 45 degree. Okay, so let me go with degrees for easiness. 45 degree. So whatever this point will be called, we can say it as cos 45, comma sine 45. But what is numerical value, the ratio of this? Right, so let's find it. You drop down and make a right triangle. It's a right angle isosceles. If this is 45, this also 45. And I'm sure this is 1. Because it's unit circle with radius 1 unit. And these two sides will be equal because it's isosceles. Correct? So x and x. Now let me find x. So x square, apply Pythagoras theorem. X square plus x square is 1. 2x square is 1. X square is 1 by 2. X is 1 over root 2. So this is my x value. So in that place, I can use 1 over root 2. Right. So cos 45, how can I find it? Cos 45 means, if I take this 45, it's opposite by hypotenuse, 1 by root 2 over 1, it's just 1 by root 2. So it's 1 by root 2. Sin 45 is also 1 by root 2. Okay, so that's it. This is how we find a cos 45 and sin 45. And multiples of pi by 4 in the sense, what if I make 45 in the second quadrant, right? So let's see. And third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Actually, multiples of pi by 4 means like when I multiply by 2, it's 2 pi by 4, which is pi by 2. Right? These are some special angles you will see because they will fall on the axis. Correct? So we are skipping the 2 even times of pi by 4. Let's take odd times of pi by 4, which falls in the quadrant area. So now if I make a 45 degree here, actually here if you make 45, this would be 135 degree. Right? Now, same thing, it's just a reflection. If it's here 45, it will be just a reflection. We already did this is 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. This is going to be minus 1 by root 2 because x is negative here, y is positive. That's it. But what is minus 1 by root 2? Cos of, is it cos 45? Can I say? No, it's not 45. You should take the standard angle. So this is 45, just the reference angle. This is what the actual. So cos 135 is minus 1 by root 2. Sin 135 is plus 1 by root 2. Okay, and one simple thing, we already discussed this. Depends on the quadrant. Like using reference angle, if it's in a second quadrant, 180 minus theta or that will be your angle with the cosine and sine. Right? What if my terminal rays in third quadrant and it still make 45? It's 180 plus 45. So 180 plus theta. This is how we should write this. And yeah, of course, this will be both minus 1 by root 2. We have to do the sine convention. And what is this in cos and trigonometric form? Cos 180 plus 45 is 225. So cos 225 is minus 1 by root 2. Sin 225 is also minus 1 by root 2. Then we can do it for the third quadrant too. Fourth quadrant, I mean. Fourth quadrant also same, but for whichever angle falls here, we can write 360 minus theta, the reference angle. So if you make 45 here, 360 minus 45, it's going to be 315. So this point is cos 315, comma sine 315. And the values will be same, that 1 by root 2, but changes the sign convention to x is positive, y is negative. So if they ask you cos 315, check which quadrant, and then you know these values 1 by root 2, or you can get it from the basic isosceles triangle stuffs. Okay, so that's it. Multiples of pi by 4, and now multiples of pi by 6. Pi by 6 is equivalent to, very simple, pi means 180. If you are converting to degree, I'm telling, 30 by 6 is 30 degree. So what is multiples of 30? 30, 60, 90, then 30 times 4, 120, 150, 180. So this 90, 180 are like they are not in quadrants, okay? So we are going to do all these parts. So we take pi by 6 and make a drop down here. It's 90. And if this is pi by 6, this is pi by 3. It is actually 30 degree, I mean, this is 60. So for this, I know this is a unit circle, so radius is 1. But what about this length and this length? Correct? So we will take a reference triangle. Okay, a right triangle with 30, 60, 90 measurement. Okay, this is 30, this is 60. So opposite to 90, we have fixed at 1. But in generally, 30, 60, 90 triangle follow a ratio, which is opposite to 90, it's 2x, 2 times the value. Opposite to 30, it's 1 times the value. And opposite to 60, it's root 3 times the value. Now, I know this hypotenuse is 1. So if you find x, you can find the other side. So 2x is 1. This implies x is 1 by 2. So what happens here? This will become root 3 by 2 when you plug it. And this will become 1 by 2. Okay, because you just put x is equal to 1 by 2. That's it. So this point will be horizontal, root 3 over 2, comma 1 by 2. And in trigonometric form, you can write cos 30, comma sine 30. Okay. And what we can do for 60? Yeah, we can make one more triangle, but 60 also we can make it from here. So from this triangle, what is cos 60? Adjacent is 1x, hypotenuse is 2x, x cancel 1 by 2. So cos 60, comma sine 60, this. And it's 1 by 2. Sine 60 would be, opposite to 60 is root 3. Hypotenuse is 2, so root 3 over 2. This way. And 90, then this triangle. This is kind of like very simple, 1, comma 0. Sorry, 0, comma 1. Like that. So next, this one is 90 plus 30. This is 120. Cos 120, sine 120. And this will be just reflection of this point. 1 by 2, like negative 1 by 2 and positive root 3 by 2. And this will be reflected here. That is 120 plus. So this is cos 150, sine 150. And you should reflect minus root 3 by 2, 1 by 2. But don't worry. We are just exploring the things. Here, we have some tricks, like we are not going to do all this at a time, right? So very simple, like in 2 to 3 steps, we can solve these kind of problem. Okay, so let me show this on Desmos for a reference, and here a quick simulation. Here you can see it, right? So my a is 0, it's 1, comma 0. So like 5 by 6, it's root 3 by 2. Comma 1 by 2. How will you write the coordinate? Like trigonometric way, you have to write cos pi by 6 is 1, root 3 by 2. Sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. In that way, you can just observe how the values, like the values are same, only the size, the signs will differ, right? So this is cos pi by 3, sine pi by 3. This is for pi by 2. You can see like this, right? 7 pi by 6, all this. Right. Now, let's go to the whiteboard. So remember the sign convention, that's simple. If you know how it behaves in first quadrant, then just sign changes. And also the way we represent angles should be different. Now, so far we did circle with center at the origin and radius 1 unit circle. But what if I don't have unit circle? That's fine. If we have a circle with radius r, x is r cos theta and y is r sin. In the unit circle, x is just cos theta sin theta, no more or multiply. But with other radius, yes, we can use all these. But x is r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Right. And question number 1. An angle in standard question in xy plane is 7 pi by 6. A circle is centered in the origin with radius 10 units. What are the coordinates of the point of intersection of the terminal ray of the angle and the circle? So an angle is formed. This is the basic, this is the initial ray, positive x-axis. Terminal ray is 7 pi by 6. So first I should check which quadrant it falls. 7 pi by 6 is 7 by 6, it's 1 by 6. So 1 whole pi plus pi by 6. So 1 full, pi rotation, 180 degree rotation, then we are making pi by 6. Okay, so it is in third quadrant. What I should do, they give radius and radius is 10 units. I should find the other sides. Other sides, then only I can find the coordinates because coordinate is cos and sine. I need adjacent and also opposite. So let me take the triangle. 90 and 30, radius is opposite, like your hypotenuse will act as radius and it should be 10. And usually in our 90, 60, 30 triangle, opposite to 90, it's 2 times a number, correct? 2x. Opposite to 30, it's 1 times a number, and opposite to 60, it's root 3 times a number. So let's find x because we got an equation, x is 5. So what happens here? It's become 5 root 3, and this will become just 5. So this is 5 root 3. Opposite to 30, that is 5 by 6 is 30. Opposite to 30 is 5. And opposite to 5 by 3, 60, this is negative 5. Because it's on left side of the x-axis, so the point is negative 5 root 3 comma negative 5. Right, so this will be the answer. And now, very simple. Given a point on the circle at 7 root 3 by 2 minus 7 by 2, find the angle theta in degree and give sine theta cos theta. So they just say circle, they didn't say it's unit circle. And if you mention sine theta is 7 root 3 by 2, then it's wrong. Sine theta maximum it can be 1. It's something like around more than 3, so it's not possible. So let's see how to solve. So it's not a unit circle, but it's other than a circle, like other than radius 1, right? So let's take this circle with radius r. The coordinate is x is positive, y is negative here. 7 root 3 by 2 minus 7 by 2. And how can you find radius? Very simple. It's x square plus y square equal to r square. This is your x, your y. You can find r square. 7 root 3 by 2 square plus minus 7 by 2 square is r square. I'm writing like this. So r square is 7 square is 49 times 3 by 2 square is 4. And this one is 49 by 4. Let me take 49 by 4 common. And what I will get 3 plus 1. This is also 4, this also 4 cancelled. So you got r square is 49, or radius is length. So r is 7. Okay, I got r is 7. Now how can I find sine theta cos theta? X is equal to r cos theta. What is your x? 7 root 3 by 2 equal to what is your r? 7 cos theta. 7 cancels. So this implies your cos theta is root 3 over 2. Then y is equal to r sine theta. Same thing. Y is minus 7 by 2. R is 7. Sine theta is sine theta. We can simplify. And sine theta is negative half. So we find cos theta, sine theta. Now I should find theta in degrees. It is in third quadrant. And if I know the reference angle, then I know it's 360 minus the reference angle is the angle in degrees. Okay, how to find reference angle? Take any one of your equations you have. Cos theta will be root 3 by 2. Like theta is cos inverse, you can use calculator for it. Theta is cos inverse root 3 over 2. Or without using calculator, where you can see this root 3 and 2 stuff. Here 2, here 1, here root 3. right? So root 3 over 2, and in cos means maybe 90, 30, 60 triangle only can make that. And cos 30 will give you adjacent root 3, hypotenuse 2, that can give you. So that is 30. In that way also you can do, or with calculators it's 30. The reference angle is 30. So the required angle would be 360 minus 30 because it is not an acute angle, right? It's fourth quadrant, so we should subtract it. And hence the final answer would be 330 degrees. This is theta. And we found cos theta, sin theta, all these stuff. Right. And moving to question number 3. Point X lies on the circle with coordinates -4, -4 root 3. Find tan theta and sin square theta plus cos square theta. So which quadrant it's in the third quadrant? Right. And I can clearly see that it's not a unit circle. So let me find the radius first. Radius is square root of your x square plus y square. You can directly use this. And this is equal to -4 square is 16. 16 times 48. So you got 64. Very simple calculation. It's 8. So your radius is 8. Now, so if it's any circle, you can write -4 is nothing but or cos theta, not just cos theta. Okay, I mean x is equal to or cos theta, right? That's why we are making -4 equal to your or is 8 cos theta. And y equal to or sin theta, your y is -4 root 3, or is 8 sin theta. And -1/2 cos theta here. Here we got, like when you simplify, -√3/2 sin theta. So whenever you see this combination 1/2 root 3/2, it's 90, 30, 60 triangle. And cos theta is 1/2. Okay, this is enough because we don't want to find angle. So cos theta we have, sin theta we have, tan theta is what? Sin by cos. Right, sin is -√3/2, divide -1/2. -√3/2 into 2 by -1, 2 to cancel, it's √3. Okay, so tan theta is √3. Next one, sin square theta plus cos square theta. Sin square is, maybe let's do here. We have what is sin and what is cos. Okay, so just square and add it. Let's see what we got. It's very simple. Sin square theta means you just square the sin theta value plus cos square theta means you can square the cos theta value. So -√3/2 whole square plus -1/2 the whole square. -√3, this will go 3/4. This will go 1/4. 3/4 plus 1/4 is 4/4, which is 1. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. It's a very important trigonometric identities. Not only for this angle, for any theta, you will get sin square theta plus cos square theta expression is always 1. Okay. Right. And that's it. Here is your bonus question. Take a screenshot. And if you want to reiterate, do watch the video again. If you have any comments or suggestions or queries, you can drop them in the comment section. So that's it. Thank you for joining. And here is a QR code. As I mentioned every video, you can join Let's Learn Student Community using this. Keep learning. Let's meet in next video and stay curious.